Hello and welcome back to Easy Thoughts. This is episode 5. Bloody hell, 5 already.
5.
That's mad, that is. This week we're talking about the effects social media has on society. Big topic, that.
Big topic.
Yeah, that's important.
I was going to say very topical. It's a very topical topic.
Good lord. Yeah, I mean, it's a lot more important than some of the other things we've done, like surviving a zombie apocalypse.
Yeah, probably.
Unless the zombie apocalypse is about to start, then
In which case that will be very important.
it'll be very topical as well.
Yeah, it'll be a very topical topic.
It'll be one of the most topical topics that's ever been a topic of topical topics.
Mm.
We should do a topic once, which is topical topics. Anyway, let's get into it. What are you going to say?
Should we start with good and then do bad, or just mix and match?
I think we should mix and match. I think there's sort of, you get to, sort of issues, or if you're not issues,
Yeah.
you get to points, and there's good and bad bits to both points, sort of thing.
Yeah.
So I guess I'll start by saying that I've got some notes for this one. Some notes. I've done a quick bit of research, probably about 20-25 minutes. Just a bit of reading to, go with my deep intellect. It turns out that 40% of the world's population use social media, which is mental. That's a lot of people.
There's a lot of people.
And that 40% use it for an average of 2 hours a day. So yeah, it's a big part of many people's lives. So yeah, you can go with your first point.
Was that just a nice little
That was just an intro
introductory-
to what
Yeah.
social media is.
Right.
If you are listening to this, you should know,
Yeah.
because you are on it. Congrats.
So I feel like we can start with the obvious one, really, which is the whole keeping in touch with people.
Yeah. I mean, there's nothing bad about it. It's all good, It's nice to be able to keep in contact with people. You're downstairs, I'm upstairs. It's nice to not let that distance get between us.
I was thinking about my cousin in New Zealand and stuff.
There's
I've
I've got a brother over there in Australia. It's nice to be able to chat to him.
Yeah, you get to see what they're up to, what life's like over there, when they are many, many miles away.
And 12 hours time difference. So.
Yeah. So, but then, upstairs and downstairs, that works too.
I could be upstairs and I'd be like, you want to play COD? And you'd be like, yeah. And if we didn't have social media, that conversation would happen, because there's no way that I'm walking downstairs.
Text messages, they're not social media, are they?
Are they not?
I don't know, are they? Or are they not?
We should have thought of
Mm.
that. So yeah, it helps you communicate with your family. But also on the communication front, cyberbullying.
Cyberbullying.
That is a very, 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 very bad thing, and it is far too easy for people to do. I think you'd be lying if you said you haven't either been a victim of cyberbullying or done cyberbullying, or at least experienced it in one form or another.
Yeah, that's true.
Just calling someone names during an argument counts as it, probably. All depends on what people define as it, but a lot of negative words get said by nearly everybody
Yeah, definitely.
on the internet.
Because you're not in front of someone, so
You're
can
not
say
going
what
to
you
face the consequences of saying it, are you? You can't get a smack from your computer. That's what we should do. We should introduce a smack button.
want. Smack button.
Press smack if that computer's got arms.
Computer's got arms.
But you can only use the smack button in certain situations,
Right.
which is where Facebook has deemed that person's been mean. And then you give a smack. Not that violence is ever the answer, children.
It's not. No.
You should discuss all of your problems like adults. That is what is important.
Yeah.
Peace
Peace and love.
and love. Where were we? Cyberbullying. I haven't got any stats on cyberbullying.
Same. Oh, yeah, it happens.
Definitely does denying that.
Yeah,
It happens
that's
a lot. But I have got some stats that social media is. It's not the counterpart of cyberbullying. It helps people. So a survey was done. I can't remember. I don't know by who. I haven't got a name for this one. Of 1,800 people, and it concluded that overall, it reduces stress. Now there is obviously some factors where it increases stress, where people look at stuff online that are even negative posts, and then they feel that person's negative emotions. That's mainly women that do that. But it gives people a place to vent or rant, if you like, especially Twitter. I always see a lot more rants on Twitter than I do on Facebook. And that venting process reduces stress in people overall, which is nice.
Yeah, that's nice. In the process of their venting, are they cyberbullying? Ooh.
Well, I don't know if you at someone like
At Easy Thoughts.
at Easy Thoughts,
Your podcast is trash.
then yeah, they're venting
Please
and
delete.
cyberbullying us. I mean, they're allowed to think our podcast is trash, but they shouldn't attack us for
Yeah.
that. You know,
You are awful humans.
your
I
podcast
hate
is
you.
trash. Everything you say makes me want to vomit. You are awful people. I hate you. Go die. That's definitely cyberbullying.
Yeah.
But just saying your podcast is trash is not what I'd call cyberbullying.
No, it's not. I was being a little bit,
Candid.
Yeah.
Anything else you want to say?
I mean, we're all over the shop, really, aren't we? You could take all this to the extreme level of the whole online radicalisation and
Definitely.
racism and all that stuff on a very extreme level.
You see, with things like racism, it gives a platform for people to stand up against
This is
racism,
true.
but it also gives people a platform to easily be very racist.
Yeah.
And again, it's that whole not facing the consequences thing. Because if you're a racist in the street, someone's gonna confront you about that. Whereas, if someone confronts you online, it's nothing. It's just a screen. Doesn't
But I
really.
feel like it is kind of in the favour of standing up to it, because obviously the social media companies will do their best to remove racist things and all that kind of thing, whereas they'll help and encourage the
Anti.
whatever it
Racism.
may be things. So it is in favour of that side, but obviously it still happens.
Yeah, it's not good.
You get both.
It's that thing with Raheem Sterling recently, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's not nice though.
Mm.
Not going to repeat what the fans shouted at him, but
Do you actually know what they shouted?
what people claim that he
Ah.
shouted, should I say, from either lip reading or what has been said that he did say. But Raheem Sterling took to social media
He did
to
speak against it.
issue a response, if you like.
Yeah. He spoke out against what he believed to be the causes of it, which was the press and things.
Yeah, and that has led to a big thing on Twitter.
Like,
I was reading about this morning. I read an article though, and it was of a guy who says that this always happens, but the media, it's just another story for another day. They don't actually mean when they say that they all want to help stamp out racism or everything.
Yeah, they just want to sell their papers.
They just want to sell their paper, and then that's it. They just forget about it in a day or a week. I think that seems to be quite true. Like, there's obviously there's campaigns and charities who are working towards getting rid of like racism in football, but when you see, I don't know, a newspaper, a tabloid one, I'm not going to name names here, but a tabloid newspaper or something that just prints it and then that's it. They're not actually bothered, are they?
I mean, they are to an extent, but obviously their main goal is to sell things. But
I don't blame them for that.
they obviously believe in stopping racism, homophobia, whatever. But
Is it obvious?
they might not necessarily do everything that they can.
Yeah, that'll be a nice way to put it.
Yeah.
I don't believe that these papers are run by bad people who are racists and homophobes. That's not what I'm saying. And what I'm saying is that they don't really try.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, it is just another news story to them, sort of thing. But yeah, Raheem Sterling being able to go to social media and say what he wanted to say is a positive
good
use
thing.
of social media.
Yeah.
And I think if you look through the replies on the sort of that he got to that post, a lot of it is support for him and stuff.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, he's a great footballer.
Raheem the Dream.
Plays well for England. Don't score as much, but he plays well. That game against Spain, oof. Love that one.
If only you did that in the World Cup.
Oh, I mean, we didn't play Spain in the World Cup.
Anyway, this is not important in this episode.
Coming on.
Where were we?
Racism.
Racism.
Just general campaigns, movements in general,
That was
social
it,
media
yeah.
gives them a big platform
It does.
to be able to speak and for people to support it. it spreads so much quicker that way
Yeah.
than via like an old-fashioned way of like handing out leaflets or something.
And like charity fundraising and stuff on the
Yeah, like you look. So recently, it's just been November.
Yeah, November. Yeah.
I know a
Good
few
example.
people who have done stuff for that, and like you see, they're raising like £1,000, £300. That's like larger amounts of money than if they were doing it not on social media. Definitely.
The Ice Bucket Challenge, that was a literal success, wasn't it? It actually made a breakthrough with the money that they earned.
Like yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Stuff like that, and that was also a bit of fun.
Yeah.
Did you ever partake in it?
I didn't personally. No.
I don't think I got water chucked on me, but I got nominated. I can't remember. I definitely chucked water on somebody.
Right.
So I probably and I feel like they nominated me, so I must have done it. Can't remember, but yeah, then like the Me Too movement.
Me too. Yeah.
That's only a good thing, really. I don't think there can be a downside. It gives just sort of. It has the power to be such a nice sort of area where people spread positivity about subjects and stuff and help tackle negative things, but then there is obviously a dark side.
Yeah.
And that's like stuff. As much as it gives campaigners for good a place to step up and speak about what they are promoting, and when they're good things, that's amazing. It also vice versa gives it to a negative sort of standpoint, like anti-vax,
Ugh.
flat earthers,
Flat earthers.
all that sort of stuff. Flat Earth's not really, and
It's not really dangerous.
it's not dangerous. It's
just.
just moronic.
Yeah.
But then there is sort of anti-vax is dangerous.
Yeah.
Anti sort of climate change is dangerous.
With like anti-vax, that's not just something that like Twitter or whatever could just remove because it's their beliefs.
That's
However
like
flawed they may be, it's their beliefs, and
that's like asking someone to remove Christian views or something. However wrong they are to their beliefs, and we have to respect that. But it is dangerous,
So yeah, I'm gonna stick on the positive vibe and go with like I'm looking at Facebook really here with like the community groups that you get.
Yeah.
Like someone goes missing, you get thousands of shares of like missing boy, please help us find him. Missing dogs, even.
Yeah, cats, dogs.
Or it could just be like, I lost my wallet, please help.
Yeah.
And you can find help in your little community.
That's nice, community community's always good.
Like the one that we're in where we are now, you often see things like that. And also stuff like
Found an ID card.
just been walking home, saw a group of dodgy looking people on this road, look out for yourself and stuff like that.
Watch out for like folks.
Yeah.
And it's good, that's good.
Yeah.
That leads me on to crime. I don't know how much social media is used to commit crime, I'm not sure. But it definitely, the police definitely use it.
Yeah.
They always put out, we are looking for a person fitting this description and link with this. If anyone has any news, please let us know. I saw one once where it was, we are looking for this person. If anyone knows their whereabouts, please let us know. And someone tagged the person they were looking for in it, and then that person just replied to the police on the post saying, "You're not going to get me." I was like, wow.
That's a savage.
You've definitely just replied to their post on the internet. They probably know where you sent that from now.
Yeah, probably.
It's quite funny though.
More extreme than crime, I guess, is like terrorist recruitment and things
Yeah,
like that.
radicalisation of people, isn't it?
Yeah.
That happens a lot.
Yeah.
I dare say, but then they can use.
They can also use it to counter terrorism.
Yeah, they use Twitter. I know, and Twitter worked very hard shutting down.
Yeah, they do.
Accounts linked with terrorism. I know that as well. But I'd say again, I don't have anything to back this up. This is me making a claim that could well be wrong. That without social media, I think there'd be less terrorism, especially maybe not so much in the countries where that terrorism originates.
Yeah.
But countries like the UK.
Yeah, when you hear about people like going to Syria or whatever to join ISIS, it's like that wouldn't
happen without social media, because ISIS aren't doing what you get credit card companies do, where they send you a letter saying you've been chosen for our new terrorist plan.
Yeah, I did remember in the news at one point the Americans like tracked an ISIS tweet and bombed it, which It's countering terrorism.
Counter-terrorism, definitely, yeah.
Yeah, through social media. Definitely countering it. I imagine they were quite dead.
Yeah, then that takes you on to a whole other level of when a lot of people do disagree with the bombing, don't they?
Well, yeah, but
I don't mind as long as the bomb is specifically terrorists and nothing
Yeah.
else. Little fun fact here, completely unrelated to radicalisation, but when I was reading into this, I was looking into some interesting articles, and that the weather affects social media posts. Oh, this just has no sort of bearing on anything,
yeah.
but I find it funny. So the University of California assessed over 1 billion statuses from 100 million different users between the years of 2009 and 2012. And among other things that they found, I can't imagine this was the sole purpose of a billion statuses from 100 million users, they found that bad weather increases negative posts by 1%. And that the negative posts in the so if it's raining, for example, in the rainy city, increases negative posts by 1.3 times among their friends in the dry cities.
Is that negative as in like, oh no, it's raining, or negative like, oh no, you have depression?
I can't imagine it's oh no, it's raining. Otherwise it'd be more than 1% because more.
Yeah.
But yeah. So yeah, that was.
That's fun.
Yeah, it was a fun little fact.
Yeah.
Fun facts with Will here on Easy Thoughts.
What else we got then?
Body image,
Body
self-image,
that's a big one, that is,
self-worth. So
Instagram and stuff like that.
yeah, because
especially.
you go down Instagram and you see for us it'll be guys.
Yeah.
You see guys with these rock hard abs and huge guns and things, and I do not look like that.
Yeah, same.
Well, I have noticed.
I don't look like that.
We don't have abs. More flabs.
We have flaps. Dad bod.
Nah.
Team dad bod.
Team dad bod. So yeah, it turns out I'm gonna come up with some more stats here. Call me the stat man.
Will the stat man.
So, social media makes half of users feel inadequate, according to a survey of 1,500 people by the charity Scope. It also gives half of 18 to 30-year-olds the feeling of unattractiveness. We're both in very loving relationships, though, so
Yeah.
yeah. But I always think that I do look on Instagram and I see some guys or whatever, and I'm just like, good lord.
Yeah. You're like, wow, he is.
Yeah, he put some
attractive
work
man.
in there. And then you look at yourself and you're like, oh.
But when you look at yourself, in our cases, you're like, well, obviously it doesn't matter.
Well, it's not so much that it doesn't matter. I'd like to think that my relationship is based more, not so much on looks, as it is the fact that I'm a lovely human being. I don't really think looks are super important in terms of relationships if you find the right sort of person.
But yeah, it can make you feel down. I get that.
But
But
a small study done by a university in New York, or I think it's Cornell. Is that New York? Maybe.
Cornell, well, just reminds me of The Office. The Nard dog.
Brilliant.
What?
Yeah, I'm just thinking about The Office. They did a small study of 63 people, and they found that looking at your own profile has positive effects on self-esteem.
I get that, to be fair.
People don't really upload bad photos of themselves, do they? So you look at your profile, it's just full of good photos of you. Looking mad fine.
I've occasionally looked down more, and it just like reminds you of things you've done and stuff, and it's just like
happy times.
Yeah.
Continuing with the whole comparing thing. So not so much on looks now, but kind of coming out with more studies here. I've got nothing but studies. 1,000 Swedish Facebook users, they were studied, and it found that women who spent more time on Facebook reported feeling less happy and confident, and that the researchers concluded that this is because Facebook users compare their own lives with others' seemingly more successful careers and happy relationships, and for this reason they may feel that their own lives are less successful in comparison. But the thing is, social media is like a filter for me, and I feel like it's for a lot of people. No one's putting, like, on social media, I mean, there is people. Actually, I was going to say no one's putting on social media just nip to the shop for some ham and eggs or something. But people do. I've seen it, and it's weird.
Yeah. No one's putting on there how bad the life is.
No one's putting. Yeah. God, some people do. Though,
Well, yeah. In some cases, yeah. But
no one's putting.
the
Like,
majority of stuff is like
dog's just been hit by a car.
good things in their life.
Yeah, and most people are like, oh, look at my new car. Here's a nice picture, and that's not a bad thing. You know, fair enough. Be happy about your new car. Share it with us, people. You have people on social media who want to know about your life, presumably.
But they're not posting like, oh my god,
Just had a really bang average day at work.
hate my job. It makes me depressed.
Largely, they're not posting that.
My family is falling apart.
Yeah.
My relationship's failing. They're not posting that.
But even not even so much to that sort of extreme. They're not just. No one posts about having an average day.
Yeah.
So if I've just had an average day, right? You know, I've been to university, spent it all day, come home, made some tea, sat down and watched television.
Yeah.
If I then look on Facebook and someone's bought like a new car or has just gone travelling, is on holiday or something, then I'm gonna be a bit like, ugh, that's not me.
Yeah.
Act like a waste man. That's not me. So I get it. I get why people feel that way, and that leads into another study.
Oh, another one.
And like 600 adults were studied,
Right.
and roughly a third of them said social media made them feel negative emotions, mainly frustration, and that envy was the main cause of this frustration. And this was triggered mainly by other people's travel photos, which I find weird. Because I don't get so much jealous of people going travelling.
It just makes me want to do it. Like in my case.
Not so much. I always
I
think.
don't know whether that is jealousy though.
I see people on holiday, and I'm like, sometimes I'm like, thank God I'm not there.
Yes, but sometimes you might be like, oh, I want that.
Yeah, if someone was really, really cool, I'd be like, oh, I'd love to be there. But yeah, it's not so much jealousy or envy. It's just more gives me ideas of things I might want to achieve in my life. But yeah, that leads to an envy spiral, which is where people react to envy by adding to their profiles more of the same sort of content that made them jealous in the first place.
Oh. Wow.
I've got a counter study.
Right, go on.
And then I'm going to be done for studies for a while.
Right, okay.
So the counter study from Michigan University and the University of Wisconsin-Milwaukee. They asked 380 students to look at envy eliciting photos and texts from Facebook and Twitter, which included posts about buying expensive goods, travelling, and getting engaged. Getting engaged would not make me jealous. But the type of envy the researchers found is benign envy, which they say is more likely to make a person work harder to achieve those things.
Right.
Which is good.
Working harder.
That's
Yeah.
envy being good, I suppose. Because yeah, you can. Jealousy's not exactly a nice emotion,
Yeah.
but it can make you work hard,
Stimulate you.
motivate you. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And then you go to work and end up sitting on Facebook for 3 hours.
Being more jealous and thinking, damn, I need to do that, and then the working day's done, time to go off tea.
That's an interesting one, that is.
Yeah, it's like that.
What else we got? So, you get people who are like so addicted to it that it like takes over their life and they become more bothered about their own profile and pictures than their actual real life. And I also have a little bit of a study here.
Oh!
Yeah. It was
Not wrong.
from
Go on.
a digital solution agency. I won't name who they are. Just don't know why. And they say that the increase in virtual communications and things like that are actually leading to issues with real life social skills, and leading experts, I don't know who these experts are, it didn't say, but believe it or not, leading experts predict a rise in unemployment as across the globe as people's social skills deteriorate and things like that.
That's mental, that is.
Yeah.
That's worrying.
Bit of a big claim, I think.
Yeah,
it's a possibility. You can't deny it.
You can't say leading experts are not experts,
Yeah.
especially if they're leading. But yeah, no, I see what you mean. Yeah, people care so much about likes and stuff, and the way the way other people see them.
Yeah.
They care more about how other people see them to how they see themselves, which I think is really sad. Not like in a sort of, or they're a sadder sort of way, like in a just a sad sort of outlook on I suppose if you like humanity. That people are at that point because at the end of the day, in most people's lives, then they are number one and the most important person. And they can say that they're not, but realistically, they are. You know, you can still care a lot about other people, but you should, you know, loving yourself is within reason is more important than anything else. I think really, except if you're loving a dog.
I mean, I guess that our look on that would probably change if we were to have kids or something, but yeah, whatever.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, people are becoming so addicted to it, it's affecting their actual lives.
Which is just,
whether that be that they're like really vain or become a hermit or whatever.
Oh God, that's just made me sad.
Why?
I don't know. I just don't like that people care so much. I just don't really post social media that much.
Yeah, we're two people who never really post anything.
We use it a lot.
We read it and
let's look at what the last thing I posted was.
We never really post.
The last thing I posted was I shared a photo of my mother getting an award. I shared that photo with her, just a nice little well done mum sort of message.
Yeah.
Before that, I shared a friend's business post. Before that, it was me updating my relationship status, and that was like in September now, at the start of September. And yeah, it's just crazy.
Don't really post. I think my last thing was a group photo, and we had that little party.
Yeah.
That was my last thing.
I mean, I posted something on Instagram on Saturday night.
You did?
But, you know, that was just a fun little... But before that, on Instagram it was...
We're not...
30th September.
We're not, like, obsessed.
Yeah, I have very long periods where I don't post.
Yeah.
I can't imagine caring so much about social media that it becomes more important than my actual life.
Yeah.
That's another thing. People, like... Instead of interacting with people they're with, will sit on their phones and interact with people who are not there. And as I say this right now, ladies and gentlemen, Kieran is sat on his phone. However, I do believe he's accessing his notes, because I'm also on my phone accessing my notes for this. And that's another good thing. You can use this phone for things like this.
Yeah.
You know, we're sat there, we both have our notes on our phones, we read, you know, what all my stats that I'm quoting are all here.
It's not social media though, is it? It's
no, it's not. It's just phones.
Alright.
You know, it's about social media. My notes are about social media.
Leading on from people caring about it too much, some people care about it a lot because it is their job.
Oh
yeah. Which is a good point, yeah, myself included. Social media creates jobs and helps businesses grow.
It's almost like free advertising sometimes.
Marketing, advertising, things like that. You can access.
You know, we use social media for this.
Yeah, literally millions of people on social media that you can market your business or product to. Or
There's not millions of people seeing our podcast, though.
Yeah.
So, you know, if you're a listener and an avid fan, please do, you know, maybe just drop us on your social media. Nice.
Yeah.
So that's not an ask, that's a dare.
So, yeah,
I dare you.
You can, like...
Bet you won't do it.
You know, leave uni or do marketing or whatever and get a career in the social media team of some big company, or whether it's like me and you just do a little part-time thing for a little shop. I mean, run their online stuff, you know. It creates jobs and businesses and, you know, the economy, man.
Fake news.
Fake news.
Fake news. Big on social media, man.
It is.
Without social media, fake news wouldn't really be an issue, would it? Because you can't. The BBC are out here doing fake news.
You do get. I saw a thing today. It was an American magazine, and it said something like Prince William seizes the throne or something, and it was just complete utter nonsense. But it was an actual American magazine that was saying that Prince William had seized the throne and taken over as the king. And I was just like, who's writing that? Who's allowing it to be published? And why are people buying it? I can't remember what the magazine was called, but it. So fake news does exist outside social media.
Yeah, but a lot less.
But obviously, social media is a very big.
I'm now going down my Facebook feed,
vehicle,
and it won't be long until I find some news article which is just absolute just nonsense and not true. I think that could be one. Not from the headline, but it's from a website called RTL 24/7.
Right.
And it's how kidnapped daughter discovered her mum's dark 20-year secret in diary. Yeah.
Interesting.
I'm not sure how true that is. Good lord.
Well, yeah, some fake news can be dangerous news.
Yeah.
Whereas some of it is just pointless.
This same website again, John Barrowman reveals the truth behind that Noel Edmonds clash.
Oof.
I'm not gonna lie, I don't think John Barrowman's ever given an interview to this thingy.
Something else I just thought of as well.
Probably just watched the TV and quoted it.
Was like the whole issue with privacy and
yeah.
there was that big thing with Facebook, wasn't there? And how they keep everyone's data.
Yeah, how do you make money? So we run ads. Was quite funny.
Yeah, it was a funny video, yeah. But yeah, people concerned over their privacy, social media can be a bad thing about that. But then just don't use it.
Or go into your settings.
Or change your privacy settings. I think it's more about like the corporations themselves having your data as well, though, isn't it? It's like, didn't Facebook use it in the election campaigns or something? I don't know, really.
I can't remember.
But yeah. So there's issues with that. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I'm more than happy. I'm not more than happy. That would be wrong. I'm not bothered about people having my data because.
No. I am not an important person.
Yeah, I ain't done anything wrong.
That's the thing, it's like people get so into this whole how much knowledge the government has about you, and I can see why people don't like the idea.
Yeah.
But me personally, I'm not against it. It's like people saying that like the Amazon Echo sort of thing that it listens to you and then they can use that. Feel free to listen to me. I am not talking about anything bad. You're not going to hear anything exciting, and it probably just listens for trigger words related to
advertise to you.
Yeah.
Which in some cases could be helpful.
I'm going to say, is that bad? Does that, if anything, that's probably going to remove adverts for things like tampons, which literally do not apply to me.
Yeah. People always make this big fuss about like, oh, my phone's listening to me and whatever.
I was talking about fish and chips, and now I've got a fish and chip advert. I was talking about fish and chips, and I do now want fish and chips.
Yeah.
That advert works. That company is benefiting off us. But I think tailored advertising is a bad thing.
No, I think it is a good thing.
It's definitely a good thing. It makes sense.
Yeah.
Although it doesn't always work, because I do get a lot of things on my Facebook where it's like adverts for like bodysuits and stuff. I've shown you that one where it was like I tried to buy one, didn't I? It was like some sort of weird sexual lingerie leotard thing. Oh, it looked lovely, but not good. It wasn't going to fit me. Yeah, I got some more stats here.
Oh, more?
These are my last ones, my last stats.
Right.
The final stats, the final stat down. Stat down versus Raw. So, 59% of schools, this is America by the way, say their students use social media for educational purposes. Whether or not you choose to believe that.
How do you do that?
I don't know. But they can definitely learn things on YouTube is a social media site.
Yeah.
So I guess that would be a main thing, like YouTube. Khan Academies on YouTube is fantastic.
I've learned things on like Reddit and stuff.
Yeah, and then also 49% of schools use social media for collaboration purposes.
Yeah.
So collaborating with other schools.
My mum was a teacher and I have indeed witnessed that. Her class, I'm pretty sure her class actually video called with Tim Peake.
Yeah, I remember you telling me about this. He's a cool guy.
That's cool, that is.
I'm jealous.
Yeah.
So now I've got social media envy.
And
so I'm going to work harder.
They did like a collaboration video with loads of other schools what's it? Is it a cappella where everyone sings like a
Yeah.
different bit of a song?
Yeah, so I'll be there like going,
Yeah.
bomb, bomb,
They did that with
bomb,
loads of schools
bomb. Oh.
and made Bohemian Rhapsody.
Ah.
It's well cool.
Galileo,
That was in their
Galileo.
music lessons.
Galileo, you're gonna make me go.
So very fun stuff.
Anyway,
Freddie.
school's using it. Nalman, how you doing? You got anything else to say?
Let's see. Do I have anything else to say? We kind of went over learning and education there, didn't we?
I've given you all my points.
Just entertainment, I guess.
Memes!
That's an effect on people.
Memes,
Entertainment.
memes,
Memes, videos,
Us.
funny pictures. Yeah, podcasts, us.
And let's be honest, we are probably one of the best things in your life right now.
Probably. Definitely.
Yeah.
You know? You want cheering up? You want to watch something funny?
Listen to something like, I don't know, Easy Thoughts.
I often sit in my bed and I'm on Facebook, and you know when you watch a video and then you can scroll down to another similar video.
I end up
I am doing that for hours.
that leads to sleep. It affects sleep.
It does.
And, and therefore, sleep's very important, children.
But it doesn't tell you the time at the top of the screen when you're doing that either.
Yeah, I don't know why I say children when I address my child. I'm not sure how many kids are listening to us. But probably more adults. So that's anyway, listeners. I'm gonna start calling you that now. Sleep's very important. You need to make sure you're trying to get your 8 hours a day. For your health, really. So don't listen to us too late.
Unless you're listening to us to go to sleep.
But maybe don't try that because it's hard to go to sleep when you've got stimulating thoughts.
Yeah, because we are very stimulating people.
If not the most stimulative.
You're just pure stimulus.
You are so stimulated.
You know, stimuli. I just think social media can be very cool sometimes. On Reddit, in December, they do a Secret Santa thing with all Redditors across the world. So you can get matched up with someone in Canada or India or whatever, and you do Secret Santa with them.
That's cool.
That's so cool.
I might do that. I've got someone for Secret Santa. You just reminded me, thank you. Otherwise, I would have forgotten, and that would have been terrible.
Just little things like that, you know, brings people together. It really does. So we'll end it there on a nice, lovely vibe. So next week we're going to be discussing one of two things, and this time you have a choice.
Ooh,
Yeah, so you can
drum roll.
comment on our video or on social media. Whatever.
Yeah, we'll drop a post.
Yeah. Your choices are: what would me and Will do if we were to have to survive on a desert island? You know, we can discuss that. That'll be fun.
Give you a little taste of there. Kieran's definitely getting eaten.
I'm sure we'll have some interesting ideas on that one. Or secondly, you know, a little more serious, again, like this episode has been.
Ooh, two serious ones.
Kind of like green energy and the environment and all stuff, you know, like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, you know, have a nice little think. What would I like to hear Will and Kieran talk about next week? And let us know what you think. So, thank you for listening, and goodbye.
Bye. Boom! It's recording.
Alright, what was the last thing that got said? Though?
God's
I did just
sake.
ask you this, but you were going, BOOM!
Boom.
So yeah, it brings people together. I can't say it again, just keep the one we've already got. And that will conclude this episode.
I'm sorry, I couldn't.
On a fuck you, Will. Why?
I don't know. We got the bit.
We did the in. What does that mean? We're good to go.
Yeah, I mean, it's good to go. Shit, fuck! Fell off the bed.